Okay. So today the session is about Tableau awareness session. So in this session, we will be learning about what is Tableau, why we need to learn Tableau, and as a BA, where we will find this Tableau helpful in our day-to-day life. Okay. So first of all, before we learn the Tableau tool itself, let's revise a small brief introduction about BA and his roles and responsibilities, and then we can understand at what workplace or at what stage of BA life this Tableau will be helpful. Okay. So our first question, who is BA? So I think everyone has gone through the nurturing process and had the basic idea who is BA. So a BA is nothing but a business analysis or analyst person who actually act as a bridge between stakeholders or the business owners to the technical team. So his main responsibilities is to document the requirements, provide the assistance to the technical team, and make sure whatever the software they are building should always relevant to the business problems or business solutions. So this is what we learn who is BA, right? So inside BA, we have two types of responsibilities. Okay. One is primary and second one is secondary or support. Okay. So the primary responsibilities. So primary responsibilities are nothing but as we discussed that he need to act his job to get the requirements done by the technical team by providing his assistance. And coming to the secondary or the support part of his responsibility is to make sure that he translate whatever research or whatever findings he find in his job, he need to translate to the stakeholders or the clients. Okay. So there he needs a tool where he can transform whatever research of 30 pages of research or 40 pages of documents he done, make sure that he won't overwhelm the client, but give a simple presentation that the client will understand, and maybe a good rapport will build between client and the business owner. Okay. So at that stage, at whenever you want to discuss about the competitive analysis or the enterprise analysis or whatever research you did on the product to showcase to a client, there you need some tools to change raw data into visually appealing charts or dashboards. Okay. At that place, you need tools like Tableau, Power BI, and so on. Okay. So I hope everyone understand why we need to use Tableau here. So not only to Tableau, any Power BI or any Tableau or any business intelligence tools. Okay. So let's have an example. Okay. So think of you are a BA in a financial domain, and the client is asking you last year how did our product has done. Look, I want to know what is the profit, what is the loss, and which product behave well, and where we want to cut down so that we can increase our profit. Okay. So as a BA, you need to document something, so you did a documentation, and it at the end it comes up to maybe 50 to 60 pages of document. Okay. So now, do you think that client has time to sit with you and go through 60 pages of document so that he just understand the output of last year? No, right? So there you want to use business intelligence tools. Okay. What are those? Business intelligence tools. Okay. So these tools will help you to convert raw data into meaningful insights so that business owners can take better decisions that will bring some profit to the organization. Okay. So one of the business intelligence tool is Tableau, is Tableau. And we have Power BI also. Most of uh, we all know that Tableau and Power BI is readily available in the market, and most of the professionals are using only these tools. Okay. So these tools are one of the business intelligence tools. But before we understand these tools, let's see what is business intelligence and how it can be helpful to us. Okay. See, a business intelligence tool it is nothing but a process of collecting, analyzing, and preparing business data to help the organization to make better decisions. Okay. So this is what a business intelligence tool means. So it is nothing but it is the process of collecting and analyzing and preparing the raw data that we can capture from the documents or kind of internet and transform it into a meaningful uh, data so that the organization can do that, can have that meaningful, then can take meaningful decisions to their profit purpose. Okay. And the BI is nothing but business intelligence. So the BI journey starts from data to decision. Okay, it's not only that you take some data and you prepared some presentation, but the presentation should be able to make others to take profitable decisions. Okay, so whatever presentation you build, it should be some meaningful so that they can actually take some decisions. Okay, so the line will be or the journey will be like this: raw data, and then collect, and then clean, analyze, visualize, find the insights, and finally take decisions. Okay. So this is the journey of a business intelligence tool. So you start from raw data and then you will end up at decisions. Then that too, the decision should be meaningful. Okay. And now let's have a small in-depth understanding of BI system. Okay. Components of BI system. So I don't go deeper because we don't need this kind of information, but I will just show you where this Tableau comes under in this business intelligence. Okay. So the components of business intelligence tools are divided into four parts, which is data source. Second one will be data storage. And third one, analytical layer. And fourth one, presentation layer. Okay. So our Tableau or our Power BI or the tools that will help you to visualize the raw data comes under here. Okay. Tableau, Power BI, and etc. So our tools will comes under this layer of the business intelligence system. Okay. And now we understand what is business intelligence and we understand the components of business intelligence and we understand the journey of a business intelligence. And we also find where this Tableau will situated under the layers of business intelligence systems. Okay. So now let's find what is Tableau. Okay. What is Tableau? And so we all know that Tableau is a business intelligence tool that will help to create data visualizations to get insights from data and find hidden trends, make business decisions. Okay. So let me take an example. So think of you are running a restaurant. Okay. So most of you are familiar with restaurant work, right? So at the end of the month, they will try to analyze their profits. So let's say there is no business intelligence tool, there is no Tableau. They just know, they're just guessing which product sells higher in that month. Okay. And they might have make some mistakes by assuming some products are good and some products are bad. At the end of the month they will cost their profit because of that assumptions. Okay. So same scenario, think if a business intelligence tool is involved. Okay. So here what happens at the end of the month, you will have a data that is you have a result that is backed by data. So now you can genuinely see that okay, product number 5 or item number 5 is very high on orders on the Sundays, or table number 5 generating high income, so we need to do something for that. So these kinds of valuable insights will help you to make better decisions, so that the organization or the business owner who is working on the project will get some profit out of your visually presentations or data visualizations or data presentations. Okay, so that's why we are very much using Tableau to find that hidden patterns and to find that uh, insights inside a raw data. Okay, so the Tableau definition you can get from anywhere, but the simple definition, that day to day and friendly definition we can use, that Tableau is a BI and data visualization tool to get insights from data, find hidden trends, make better business decisions. Okay, so this kind of definition is enough for us as a BA. Okay, and now why Tableau? Okay, why Tableau? So the reason why we are picking Tableau, because it is simple, it helps to create visualizations that can be understand by any professionals at the organization. Okay, and then we have, and it will also allow non-tech people to understand the data. Okay, see, so the reason why we are saying that non-tech people and any professionals at the level of any level of the organization can understand this Tableau work, because so to understand a document that is prepared by some professionals, we need that professionalism. We need that level of understanding, or we need to match that terminology so that we can actually understand a document, right? So, but to understand a visualization, or to understand a chart or a graph, we don't have to need that much of efforts. Okay, we can have that simple idea of what is x-axis, what is y-axis, and what that bars are showing. So the reason why most people go from raw data to a visualization is that whoever it can be, the other side of the party, whoever it can be, sometimes the people, they might be technical team, sometimes they may be non-technical team, or sometimes they can be just a business owners who don't even know what is data and what is insights. Okay, so everyone can understand a chart. If you provide a chart at the last month the trends of your business, they can easily connect with it and they can appreciate your work, where you build that kind of relationship which is very important for a project between client and a business analyst. Okay, so that's why we use tools like Tableau and Power BI. Okay, so we understand what is Tableau, why Tableau, and few futures, few futures that Tableau can do that is very helpful for us. So those futures are nothing but, one is data blending, second one real-time analysis, and third one, collaboration of data. Okay, collaboration of data. So what does these three features means? So data blending is nothing but Tableau will allow us to combine data from multiple data sources. So it's not like that I will only accept from Excel or I will accept only from date, uh, CSV files, text files, PDFs. No, it's not like that. A Tableau can allow multiple data sources. It can be cloud, SQL, MySQL database, or Excel, text file, CSV. Whatever it can be, it will extract all the data from multiple resources and it will give you that chance to work with that multiple data sets in a single point of view. Okay. And then we have real-time analysis. So Tableau lets you interact with your chart, reports, and dashboard in real time. So what does it means, right? So data like stocks data or sales data can change by minute by minute or day by day. Okay. So if you integrate your data correctly to a Tableau, it will allow you to see that real-time analysis with minute by minute accuracy. Okay, so that is what real-time analysis means. And finally, we have collaboration of data. So collaboration of data is nothing but it is the process of gathering and sharing data from various resources. So at data blending, we find that we can combine all the data sources together to get our data. And collaboration of data is quite opposite that. So here, whatever presentations you build, you can share it with everyone in the world. Okay. So there you have tools for sharing also. We will learn about them when we go to that section. So collaboration of data is nothing but whatever data or whatever visuals you are creating, you can share it with your client, friends, family, or people who are already working on the Tableau. Okay. And now Tableau tools classification. Okay. So what does it means, right? So we have two types of classification in Tableau. One is developers tool and second one is sharing tool. The one we tried to understand earlier. Okay. So developing developers tools are nothing but we have Tableau public, we have Tableau desktop, and then we have Tableau prep. Okay. So these are the developers tool. And coming to sharing tools, we have things like Tableau Online, Tableau Server, and Tableau Reader. Okay. So now let's understand what is developers tools means and what are these variations in that and what is sharing tool and what are those variations in the details. Okay. So coming to developers tools. So the tools that comes under developer tools section are used for development, such as creation of dashboards, charts, reports, or you can even generate worksheets. So once we open our Tableau for a hands-on experience, there you will find out what is worksheet, what is dashboard, and what is story. Okay. So in short, if you are creating something in a Tableau, then that part of tool will comes under developers too. Okay. And the same goes for sharing tool. If you are trying to share something that you already created, and that part of tools will comes under sharing tools. We have Tableau Online, Tableau Server, and Tableau Reader. Okay. And Tableau Public is a free version of the tool where people can download it by free and then use use it to create dashboards and worksheets. Okay. And coming to Tableau desktop, it can be downloaded and can be used, but the only downside is that it is only 14 days of trial period. Okay, after that you need to paid a subscription based model. So that's why most of uh, uh, testing purpose, or most of just getting the idea of the purpose, we use Tableau public. Okay, and we have Tableau prep. So Tableau prep is nothing but it is a tool used to clean your data. So I hope few of you know what is Power BI and Power Query. If uh, even though you don't know, it's doesn't matter. So Tableau prep is nothing but it is a kind of tool that will allow you to clean your data. So when I say clean in the sense, so some of the data might have errors in it, something like what we say null values or spelling mistakes or capitalizations or empty values. So when we have that kind of data, we call it as unclean data. So to clean it, we need a tool, and that tool is called Tableau Prep. Okay. And coming to sharing tools, which is Tableau Online and Tableau Server and Tableau Reader. Okay. So Tableau Online is nothing but Tableau Cloud also. So right now the namings has been changed. Tableau Online or Tableau Cloud, both are same. So it is used to like share the data, or they share the visualization that you created to people all around the world. But that sharing or that maintenance will be done by the Tableau. Okay. Whereas Tableau Server, in the sense, it behave as the same sharing, but the maintenance should be done by our side. Okay, so Tableau Online is like taking a subscription or a SaaS model from the Tableau's infrastructure, so that they can deal with any issues when we doing some activities like sharing to the client or something like that. Okay, whereas Tableau Server is like more like uh, in-house creation or in-house maintenance. So if you gone something wrong, then our IT team should fix it. So that is the difference between Tableau Online and Tableau Server. Both are used to share the visualizations only. Okay. And coming to Tableau Reader, so it is a free application to open Tableau packaged workbooks. So the save or the file format of a Tableau file is .twbx. Okay. So we need this Tableau Reader to open reports or the charts that is created by a Tableau. Okay, so these are the classification of Tableau and Power BI versus Tableau. Okay, so most of the times, and even now also, everyone think that Power BI and Tableau both are visualizations tools, and both will convert raw data into meaningful insights by creating some visually appealing charts. Okay, then why we need two tools? Why can't I learn any one of the two? Okay, so the reason is those two tools have their different pros and cons. They have their own situations to handle. So for us, what to prefer or what to learn depends upon the role we are targeting or the organization we are targeting to move. So if the organization is but specifically looking for Power BI people, then we need to learn Power BI. If it is a Tableau, then we need to learn Tableau. Okay. So let's have few differences and then we can continue. Okay. So coming to visuals. Okay. Coming to visuals. So Tableau is the winner because it has highly, just a minute, it has highly customized options. Okay. And coming to speed, again, what Tableau is winner because it can handle huge volumes of data. Okay. And coming to learning. So here Power BI got the upper hand. Okay. Reason because it is similar to Excel. So people who already has an experience on Excel can easily understand the interface and can easily do some creations in the Power BI. Okay, so learning part we have to give to Power BI. And coming to integration, integration in the sense connecting multiple resources together. So Tableau is again our winner because it will allow to connect non-Microsoft products also. Okay. So the reason why I mentioned exactly Microsoft because Power BI is a Microsoft product, right? And Tableau is maintained by Salesforce. So happen to be a Microsoft product. Power BI has almost uh, most likely have the data sources that allows Microsoft only. Okay, something like Azure or uh, data cloud, big data. So it will allow most of the data sources are linked to Microsoft products. So Tableau, in other hand, it will allow Microsoft sources to get the data. At the same time, it will also allow non-Microsoft resources to get the data. Okay, coming to cost, I think Power BI has upper hand because it is low in cost and we have audience finally. Okay, who will be used here? So here Tableau is most likely used by analysts, okay, and designers, and Power BI is most likely used by general business users. Okay, so if you want to create a quick report, a business report or business uh, charts, then Power BI is your way to go. Okay. So in one line, if I have to say, Tableau is a powerful tool, data visualization tool, while Power BI is a complete business analytics reporting tool, tightly integrated with Microsoft products. Okay. So whatever you use, it doesn't matter. At the end, you have to create a meaningful visualizations so that they can get some data insights. Okay. And now, before we go a depth in this Power BI, let's stop a moment. Okay. Let's have a small chance to discuss our doubts. Okay. So just give me 1 minute. Let me coming to other topics. So in Tableau, while you fetch some data into Tableau, you will get a concept called dimensions versus measures. Okay. So you need to know what is the difference between dimension and measures, and whatever table you insert in the Tableau, it will definitely have few dimensions and measures. Okay. So Tableau being a business intelligence tool, it will already assign some colors to this dimensions and measures so that we can identify it quickly. Okay. So dimensions, it will be highlighted with blue fields. Okay. Blue color fields. It will be highlighted with a blue color fields. Okay. So these are nothing but these are qualitative fields. Qualitative fields or data that can be categories, labels, or texts. Okay. So when I say dimensions, those dimensions is nothing but the data which is either comes under categories kind of thing or labels or textures. Okay. So we basically identify quality of the data, not the quantity. So let's have an example. Just a minute. Okay. Yeah. So we use dimensions table to slice and dice the data. What I mean is that we use it to group the data. Group by, we used to group the data. Okay. So examples of dimensions tables can be product name, customer name, region, category, data fields. Sorry, date fields. Date fields. Okay. So example, think of it as, okay, think of it as how do I want to break down my data? Break down, break down the data. Okay. So dimensions tables are nothing but these are the uh, data of the table or the columns of the table that doesn't contain any numbers in it, but it will give you that kind of quality analysis, or you can do that qualitative analysis. See here, uh, if you want to group your data, you can only group the data by using dimensions table. Okay. So maybe you can group by product, you can group by customer's name, you can group by region, south, north, east, west. Categories can be like uh, technology, furniture, smartphones. Okay. Date fields are nothing but date itself. Okay. So these dimensions tables are like when you want to break down your data, or like you want to showcase it by layer, or you want to showcase it as section by section, then you will go for dimensions. Okay. And coming to measures, measures are quantitative, so you can actually uh, get that value or the amount or in numbers. Okay. Quantitative data, quantitative, quantitative data. Okay. So it can be numbers, percentages. So whatever it can be, if it is a number where you can do some aggregates like sum or average or count on that particular field, then it can be considered as measures. Okay. So measures are nothing but the fields that have numbers in it. Just think of them as numbered fields or numbered columns. Okay. So example for that, we can have sales column, which will show the amount, and we can have profit column and the quantity column. Okay. And the discount and customer count. Okay. So here, think of it as what am I measuring? Okay. So If you are measuring something, then it is a measure. Okay. And if you are grouping something, then it is a dimension table. Okay. Yeah, dimensions and measures are the part of a table. Okay. Uh, phone number, it will be dimension. Okay. It won't be a measure. Okay. Even though it is a number, you don't actually add that value, right? Okay. And see, what I mean by those two are same part of table, because in table you have lots of columns, right? So each column can be a measure or a dimension depending upon the value in that column. Okay. So if that value is helping you to group the data, then it is a dimension. And if that value is allowing you to perform actions like sum, average, count, multiplication, and something, then it can be called as measures. Okay. So that is the difference between dimension and measures. Okay. So I will give a quick question to everyone. Try to answer it. Let's call it as a quiz. Okay. So I got the question called, what's the total sales by region? Okay. So I got this question. Now I need everyone to try what is dimension and what is measure in the question. So which data can be considered as dimension and which data can be considered measure. Please try to guess, not try to answer, but at least try to guess. Okay. Okay. Good. Very good. Right. Everyone is answered exactly right. So dimensions or regions or region, and measures or sales. So when you say total sales, it means total sum, right? So that is why we call it as measures. Okay. And let's have one more question and then we can start hands-on experience. Okay. And let's say, what is the profit margin over products? So here, which one is dimensions and which one is measures? Come on, team, try to guess. Okay, I got one answer. Hmm. Yes. Yes, exactly. Okay. Dimension will be our products and measure will be our profit margin. So profit margin is nothing but sum of sales by sum of profit. Okay. So even though those are divisions and multiplication, anything, there still is a value, right? So sorry, sum of profit by sum of sales. So that is the formula for profit margin. So here the profit and sales together are the measure. So profit margin itself will behave as a measure. Okay. So I hope everyone got the theoretical concept of Tableau. What is Tableau? What is the components of Tableau? Classification of Tableau? What is business intelligence tool? Okay. As a BA, where you need to use Tableau? Okay. I hope everyone is okay with that. Okay. Right. Okay, good. So now Just a minute. So this is the document that we use to communicate, right? So after this session is ended, you want to again revisit this content once again. Then go to your nurturing session in the nurturing portal in this document section. Okay, in the document section, we have Tableau PPT. Okay, click on view, then you will get this PPT. Okay, so you can use this PPT once again to remember the concepts we are talking about. Okay, so almost all the concepts that we discussed will be in this PPT. Might we might add discussed one or two extra topics also, so it doesn't mean anything. Just use this PPT to get that once again that foundational concept of Tableau. Okay, right? Everyone is okay with that, right? So in your workbook, sorry, in your portal, student portal, go to documents and there you can find Tableau PPT. Okay. So now just give me 1 minute. Let me paste the link of Tableau public so that you can download it. So if you open that sample store file, this will be the interface, the Excel file. So you have three sheets. One is orders and another one is, okay, just a minute. Orders, returns, and then people. Okay, so these are the three tabs or the three sheets of the data, and you can see we are almost dealing with tens of thousands of rows. Okay, it's maybe like 9,995 rows. Still we can do that insights using Tableau. Okay, so let me come up again with Tableau. Yeah, we will start this time. Okay, it's better. Let me. Okay, I shared the sample superstore Excel file. Please look into it. Okay. Okay, to open the Tableau file, okay, let me start from again. See, listen carefully, team. So click on Tableau, open this. Here you'll be seeing Microsoft Excel option. Okay, so click on this Microsoft Excel, then select the sample store that we are working with. Click on Open. Okay, once you do that, you will get this interface. You can see orders, peoples, and returns. Okay, so to actually look into these tools, you need to drop these orders into this page, and now you can see that actual data here. Okay, so we can see all the columns that we are having here. Okay, and we have an overview like we have 21 fields, that means 21 rows, and we have 9,994 rows. Okay, and as we discussed that there are two different columns, those are dimensions and measures, right? So if you observe carefully, all these things are in blue, but when you move here, you can see these things are in green. Okay, so green with ash color. Okay, so these are all measures columns, and these are all, just a minute, these are all categories, or these are all dimensions columns. Okay, so you can actually edit the data. If you click on this bar, you can do some changes like split, custom, or if you click on this orders table to edit the data labels or the column names. Okay, and if you want to see if you want to see top 100 rows, or if you want to see next 100, those kinds of settings also available here. So as of now, we will go with as it is. Okay, and here let me put all the tables together Okay, so pull all the sheets into the canvas, and you can see all these sheets are connected to each other. Okay, so while connecting this, then only you can access this data inside the sheet so that you can create some charts. Okay, so hope everyone moved your sheets to the what we say canvas. Once you got this structure, it doesn't have to be same structure. Once you got all these three things in this space, here you can see sheet one. Okay, create sheet, and to create new worksheet, new dashboard, and new story. Okay, so this is data source that we pulled the data. Click on sheet one. So this is the part where you create your charts. Okay, so let me minimize these all things. So don't worry about these columns. Okay, these are the calculated columns that Tableau will automatically creates. So if you have anything related to region, country kind of fields, then it will automatically calculated latitude and longitude. You can see that generated kind of value saying that this is generated by Tableau. Okay. And here you can see show me part, where show me is a kind of suggestions that Tableau is providing us to select the chart from. So click on it again. We don't need the suggestion as of now. Okay. And we have on the left side, you can see date pan or data panel. So whatever data you pulled into the Tableau can see here. And this is the canvas where you create your charts. And remember team, mm, uh, in Tableau, you can create only one visual on one sheet. Okay. Like Power BI, we cannot create multiple charts in a single sheet, but in Tableau, you can create single uh, visual in a single sheet. Okay. And then you have these pages, filters, marks, and here columns and rows. Okay. We will see that while creating these things. Okay. So let's say we have a question. Okay, so whenever you want to create some visuals, first of all, you need a question to so that you can see the data. Okay, so let's say we want total sales by category. Okay, so here look for total sales, or else just click for search and see sales. Okay, we have sales, so drag this sales into columns or rows. So it doesn't matter where you drop, but if you drop on columns, okay, then it will create a horizontal line. If you drop in rows, it will create a vertical line. Okay, so it's up to you how your visualization want to look. So we once you drop the sales, which is that measures column, it will automatically marked as a sum. So we're creating aggregated function called sum. Okay, so we are looking for total sales by category, right? So we have category, and we will move it into category columns. Okay, you can see the colors also. This sales is in green, which is a measure. This blue is in dimension table. Okay, so now we got category and sum. You can edit the data by double clicking on the sheet one. You can edit the title. So we say sales by category. Okay, Control A, Control B to make it bold. Adjust to the center, maybe a font. Okay, click on apply. Okay, so we created our first chart. Please confirm me. Everyone created your first chart, right? In the Tableau. Team, please confirm me. Everyone created your first chart in the Tableau or not? Are you or you're just listening to me? Done. Okay, good. Okay, fine. That is also good. Okay. So now we created one chart. Okay. So here, so now people who are seeing this chart can understand. See, if you are in this, just a minute. Let me, okay, no worries. See, if you are at this still the starting stage of Tableau, like the starting home page of Tableau, there click on open, click on Microsoft file. There you can select the sample store that I have provided in the chat box. Okay. If still you are struggling with that, no worries. Okay. Just listen to me. After the session is ended, you can create your own while you are at free time. Okay. So now we created sales by country. So now a person who don't know about the sales and everything can also see that we have categories called furniture, office supplies, and technology. And the highest sales is nothing but technology. So you can see if you move your cursor to that graph, you can see sales is 8,36,154. Okay. Now to create another chart, you can't create here because if you move another maybe kind of uh, what we say field to the chart, it will just don't take it. Okay, so that's why we need to create another sheet. Okay, so now let's say we want to see sales trend. Okay, so most common chart we see that sales trend. So we need to see sales, and to see the trend we need time, right? So let's look for date. So we have order date. Okay, so we place it over here. Now, if you see clearly, so the order date we that line trend or the line we get is for year, not for month. So to change this, here go to year. Okay, click on this small drop down, select for month, and then you will get your month graph. Okay, so let me change the heading, sales trend over month. Okay, so let's make it middle color, apply. Okay, so we got sales trend over month. Okay, and not only that, you can see that month is, if you click on this drop down, you can see the month is selected to discrete. Okay, if you select it continuous, it is automatically shifted to green color, which means it is thinking these are the measures. So you can see the difference here. Let me pull this out. So previously when it is in discrete manner, you can see the month in the name format. So it is easy to divide. So we have January, February, March, which is a dimension kind of data where you can group it by month names. But if you click on this drop down and select this continuous path, then it will converting that dimension field to measure field. So that why you got numbers in the month. Okay. So that is another thing you can get. Okay. And not only that, here, if you click on path, okay, you can adjust the path also. You have that options here. And let me pull this analytics here. And here, if you see analytics part, after data, you can see analytics, right? Click on analytics and you can see trend line. Click on trend line. Okay. And move to here and you can see the trend line actually. Okay. So we will create another chart. Okay. So this time we will create map. Okay, so we will see sales over country. Okay, and let's have a color here. Apply. Okay. So to get the country sales, okay, so first of all we need to move each and every part of these data. So let me show you. I'm looking for country. So we have country. Move country to the canvas directly. Okay. You got United States, and now look for region and move that directly to this. Okay. Okay. Just a minute. Let me remove this. We need to move country. Okay. And then states. So we are going for hierarchy. Okay. So state, and now we are going for region. Okay. So now we are going for region. You can see uh, our country, the chart or the Excel file we got US country, and that we have states, and then we have a region. Okay. So now let's take sales. Okay. Move it to the canvas. And now you can see the small bubbles are representing the sales of that country within each state. Okay. So how that actually happens means here you can see, right, in the marks table or the marks field, you can see the sales is connected to this size, which is size. Okay. So the sales is connected to this size icon. So that's why sales are showcasing a kind of bubbles, and higher the bubble, higher the sales. Okay. And the region is connected to this colors icon, which means the different regions are what we say identifying using the different colors. Okay. So here we have central is blue, east is orange, south is pink, and west is light blue maybe. So with different regions and different sums, you can actually see where exactly we have lots of sales in United States. So the lots of sales will be in California. You can see like 4,57,000 sales. Okay. So, and another interesting thing you can see here, if you move your profit, so let's take profit. Okay. You can either move it to columns or rows, or you can directly move into canvas, because being a business intelligence tool, it can understand and adapt itself to create charts. Okay. So it doesn't always need to move these columns or rows. You can directly move into this part. Okay. Just a minute, team. Okay. So let me, right now we have moved profit, right? So this time I want to see profit by region. Okay. Sum of profit to rows. Okay. So I moved profit to rows and region to columns. Okay. So if I want to say, I want to see this kind of difference between products also. So let's say I have products or not. Mm, product ID, product name. Okay. So I have product name. Okay. So if I move this product name to colors, okay. So then, okay, it seems we have lots of product names. So instead of product names, we will go with the category. Okay, we will go with category and move into colors. Okay, so now you can see once I move that category to colors, it directly changed our chart by dividing each graph with colors by category. Okay, so we have central, east, south, west, which is a region on column side, and we have total sales on rows side, and we have category by color for each bar. Okay, so and that colors can also seen here. Okay, and not only that, if you take order date and move your order date to pages, okay, and then click on this drop down, select month. Okay, and here you can see on the right side you can see month, order date. Okay, so if you click on this play button, okay, it will automatically place the graph from that entire period of time. Okay, so when you want to showcase a kind of animation to a stakeholder, like what is the end-to-end year performance of our sales, then you can use something like this. Okay, so let me take out this category, so then we have single image to see. And now let's see how the changes is working. Okay, so it seems east is doing a bit low, and suddenly at November we got east is high. Okay, east region is doing lots of sales at November. So this is a kind of animation where you can do with Tableau. Okay, so let me rename this. So profit over month animation. Okay, right. So we have created like almost 4 sheets, and finally let's create one more sheet to understand about filters. Okay, okay, let me create new sheet. Okay, this time we will try to create a filter option. Okay, so let's say I need maybe sales by category. That's for category, and let me put, see, the reason why we are getting this kind of numbers, because the sales I dropped into the canvas directly connected to text. So that's why we are not getting any visuals, but only kind of table format. Okay, so just simply move this sum to rows. Okay, you will get that kind of visuals. Okay, so you can interchange to see the difference also. Okay, if I move here and category here, you can see the difference, right? Now let me move the country. Okay, not country, we don't have much information in the country, but if you move the region to the filter, okay, and click on all, click on apply and okay, and then click on this drop down, click on show filter and move this out. Here you can see actual filter that associated with this graph. So whenever you open a kind of, if you click on any selection, based on that your chart will changing. Okay, so let me see. For central, this is the sales. For central and east, this is the sales. For east, this is the sales. Okay, so like that you can actually get that sales. Okay, and let me clear the filter. Okay, and let me click on data to get the data. And this time, let's say I will move sales to filter, and here I will select maximum and click on next. I will select range of values. So here, what I'm doing is that, let me come back and show you clearly. If I move sales to filter, that means I'm trying to filter the chart based on sales. Okay. But sales are not dimensions tables. So we cannot group them or we cannot identify them to filter. But you can make these sales as a range, maybe min to max, maybe below 100, below 1000. So you can make that conditions in the filter to apply to your chart. Okay. So right now I'm moving sales to the filter, and here it is asking me to what exactly you are trying to do. So do you want to apply this filter on sum, average, median, count, maximum, or something? So I'm trying max and click on next. Now you got the range of values, at least, at most, and special. Okay. So here range of values, let's say maybe I'm giving some 7,50,000. Okay. And here 8,50,000. Okay. And then click on apply and then OK. And let me show you the filter. S- Sheet 4. Okay, I will talk about sheet 4 just a minute. Uh, s- Sheet 4, right? See, sheet 4 is nothing but team. Listen carefully. This is the same, just you drop region and profit to the sum and column. Extra to that, just drop order date to the pages. Okay. And then click on this drop down, select month instead of year, select month, and then you will get this kind of sequence or kind of uh, play button. Okay. So click on this play button. The chart will automatically show you the progression of profit by region over month January to December. Okay, so that is how this animation is working. And coming to our sheet 5, so as I said, I did the max of sales and I given this range, but still I'm not getting anything here. Okay, so let me move this range to this and see what is the value of each bar. So each bar is showing 7 lakhs 42, 7 lakhs 19, 8 lakhs 36, but still when we arrange the range from 6 lakhs to 8 lakhs 50, we are not getting any kind of data. Why is that? Because the Tableau that we did max sales is not for entire chart. Okay, so let me show you what I mean is that right now we fixed max sales and this is the values we are giving. Okay, so these values are not the boundaries. These values are exactly the maximum value for each category. Okay, so here what you're seeing, this graph is nothing but the sum of the sales in entire furniture field. Okay, so when you try to do max range, it means the range is taking. Okay, let me check in the furniture column. Does we have any value between 7 lakhs 15 to 8 lakh 50? Then only I will show that bar. If not, then I won't show it. So that's the reason we are not getting any kind of graph here. So when you are filtering using max, it means for each value in that column, it is checking for that maximum range. It is not checking the maximum range on entire graph. It is checking each column maximum range. Okay, so if you see carefully for furniture, you won't have any value in between 7 lakhs to 8 lakhs. Okay, so that's the reason we are not getting any data here. Okay, so we will just keep it as this. Okay, now so now we have created sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4, sheet 5, right? So these are the worksheets. Now we have another option called dashboard. Click on new dashboard. So here dashboard is nothing but you can create multiple, you can place multiple worksheets together. Okay. Okay. You can, as of now, whatever charts you created are still are attached to their own sheets. They are not in single page. So to get all these sheets into single page, we call it as a dashboard. Okay. So here, click on size, change range to automatic. Then the entire space will be spreaded. There, just drop your sheets. You can just drag and drop there. Okay. So before you do that, let me delete this. Okay. Here, if you come down, you can see tiled and floating. Okay. Click on floating. What this floating means, the charts you are dropping will behave as a tabs and it will let you to move across the dashboard. Okay. So I'm just pulling whatever data we just made as of now. Okay. And let me resize it. So to resize, just select the chart and then move it. Okay. So just like our images resizing in the PPT, you can just resize it. Okay. So let me resize this one. Select the chart. You'll get this kind of options. Click on resize. Okay. Okay. So as of now, we just need charts. So I'm just deleting remaining filters. You don't need that. Okay. And let me move this side a bit. Okay. Adjust the size team. So dashboard need to look clear. Okay. So we got everything here. Okay. So select a chart. Click on the small drop down. Click on fit. Click on entire view. So if it is not in entire view, click on entire view. What what does it makes means it will let the uh, chart or it will let the graphs fill the entire box. Okay. And now if you observe one thing, if I click on this chart, okay, it's just showing me the data of that particular chart only. Just like our Power BI or some other business intelligence tool, what will it do means it will allow other charts to interact with each other. So what I mean is that if I click on furniture, which is one kind of category, then remaining all charts should show me that furniture related category information. So this profit should show me uh, furniture profit. This sales should show me furniture sales trend, and the sales for country should show me furniture category. Okay. But we are not seeing that. Why? Because we are not changed this chart to behave as a filter. Okay. So to make that, click on this drop down, click on use as a filter. Okay. So now it will act as a filter. So if I click on furniture now, see the changes that everything has been changed. Okay. Let me undo and then click on again. You can see the chart changes, right? If you can select if you want to select multiple selections same time, press the control button in the keyboard and then select again. Okay. You can select multiples. So to undo the selection, click on that selected one once again. Everything will be unselected. Okay. And let's have a title here. Title. Yeah. Show the dashboard title, right? Click on it. You will get this title. Right click and maybe performance, sales performance dashboard. Okay. And let's make it middle color, apply. Okay. Right. And now if you click on this present option, okay. So this is the dashboard that we created just now. So you can actually talk with your stakeholders or clients by simply showcasing this dashboard and the findings you find while you are doing your research. Okay. So if I click on office supplies category, you can see that office supplies categories sales trend over a month from January to December. This is what we got. Okay. And if I select office supply in the East region, then I can see both combination changes here. Okay. You can unselect them. And let's say if I select this Texas and based on, and you can see if I select Texas, there is no change on remaining charts. Why? Because we didn't make these remaining charts as a filters. So to make that, select your chart, click on escape to come back to the dashboard, select your chart, click on this filter icon. It will automatically make your chart as a filter. Let me make this one also. Now let me present. And now if I select Texas, you can see the changes. Okay. For the Texas, you can see all the changes. Now if I select technology and East, you can see the changes. So in technology and East, most likely we are getting from New York. The sales is most likely from New York. Okay. So that is how we will make our chart as a kind of interactions. Okay. So to present, you have an option called present, just like our PPT presentation or PowerPoint, you have this small icon. Okay. So click on it, you can directly present it. Okay. And again, as of now, we learn worksheets, dashboard, and you can see here story. Okay. If you move your cursor to here, it will act as a new story. Move your dashboard to here and then present. Okay. So this is a story. So what is the difference between worksheet, dashboard, and story? So the main difference is that how you showcase the information. Okay. So worksheet is a single chart. So these are the sheets or nothing but worksheet. These are the single charts to give in-depth analysis of particular aspect of the data. So if I click on sheet one, it is particularly or specifically showcasing me sales in category. Okay. So it apart from that, it is showing nothing else. Okay. So if you are clicking on worksheet, it means you are showing exactly single aspect of the data. And we have dashboard. So dashboard is nothing but collection of the worksheets. So if you move all the sheets you have prepared into a single part, then that is called a dashboard. And using dashboard, you can talk entirety of the data. You can explain the person who is next to you uh, to the exact or the entire information that you find on that data sheet. Okay. And you have finally story. Story is nothing but collection of dashboards. So if you have multiple dashboards, you can create a story, and just like that, if I move this dashboard to story and then click on present, so this dashboard will behave as a scroll bar. And by explaining, just like I'm reading or just like I'm explaining, I can scroll it a dashboard and explain the information. Okay. So collection of dashboards are called story, collection of worksheets are called dashboard, and single view chart is called worksheet. Okay. Let me click on escape to come back. Okay, team. So this is Tableau awareness session. So right now in this session, with these 2 hours, 8 minutes of session, we learned theoretical session. What is business intelligence tool? What is Tableau? Types of business intelligence tool and classification of Tableau tools. Tableau environment. Environment is nothing but uh, this service that is it will provide, like Tableau reader, Tableau online server, public and all. Okay. And we learned difference between Power BI and Tableau. We discussed a few interview questions, and what else we discussed? Yeah, the main factor, dimensions versus measures. We discussed it, and where to use dimensions and where to use measures. We discussed it, and how to fetch the Excel sheet data into Tableau. We learned that, and we created almost 5 sheets, one dashboard, one story. Okay. And remaining thing is all up to you. Like how you present this dashboard will make the big difference between this same dashboard that we prepared. Okay. I hope everyone is clear. Okay. Let me share Excel file once again. Okay. Yeah, you can download it. Okay, let me show you just a minute. So you can see, right, save to public, Tableau public. So one more thing, team, I just forgot that. See, Tableau public is a open source application, which means whatever creations you are doing in your Tableau public, that files are visible to people all around the world. Okay. So that's why when you are dealing some kind of confidential data, or you are creating some important dashboards, don't use Tableau public. Tableau public is only for general hands-on experience purpose, to get that kind of experience. So that's why don't use any confidential data. Okay. So just save the file, click on save to public or save as. Whatever you save it, it will directly show it in the Tableau public website. Okay. So any other can download that dashboard and edit that thing. Okay. So just a minute, let me turn off this.